So, what's up YouTube? This is gonna be my first video actually. So, there's not much. I think I can do a story time, but I'm gonna have this channel for like if I'm like doing video games or like talking or just having a story time. And I'm gonna have a other channel called Red IRL or IRL Red. But yeah, I'm Red, REDD. I should start with the story time, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Story takes place when I wanna say 15. I had met this girl on Quick Ad. Don't judge me. I was 15. I met this girl on Quick Ad from Snapchat, right? We were texting for a minute and stuff, and she was low key bad. Like she looked real good. She looked good in the face. So we were texting, calling, stuff like that, and I found out after getting to know each other more, she lived like she wasn't far. She was like a train ride or like a bus ride. We planned to meet up. So after school, and this was a time where I didn't have like privilege to go outside or anything like that. Like my parents wanted my ass home. Like I had went to go see her, right? And so she told me she was on the way home. So the trip to it wasn't a trip, but I go on my way to her house. And I realized that my phone's about to die, but she told me to wait around the corner. So like just wait around the corner because I didn't know where the house was. So I don't know what in my right mind the like told me to like just sit down, but I was sitting on the corner like this. Like I was just sitting there and I was just on my phone, and then I realized my phone was at 5%. I'm like, damn, I don't have a charger. She's still taking long. What do I do? So I look up and there's a Walgreens. And so I'm like, damn. So I had to get a charger. I went to Walgreens and I got me a charger, right? It was like one of these little type C chargers right here. The security was looking at me like I stole it. After I get the charger, I go outside. I'm sitting down back at the spot across the street. Take my Chromebook out of my bag. It's an old Chromebook, like the school laptops. Mind you, I didn't have a charger. So what did I have to do? Improvise. I used the Chromebook as a charger basically to charge my phone. And I had to put on airplane mode because it was dying. And in this moment, I'm panicking. I'm like, yo, like, what if my dad calls? What if my mom calls? Like, how long is she gonna take? Like, what am I gonna do? Like, after like 2 hours, this is like 2:30 p.m. It wasn't till like 4 I was sitting there. And then she hit me up saying, oh, you can come. So I'm like, okay, cool. I had second thoughts because I'm like, I waited so long. Maybe this is a sign for me not to go. So I said, fuck it. I still did it anyways. And I go to her house. She said, come through the back. I'm like, okay. So I came through the back. She opened the door. I'm not name dropping, but she did not look like her pictures. Like, bro, I told myself in my head, I'm like, I already went through all this pain and stuff to even see her. I'm like, you know what? We can just go in and chill, whatever, right? Yeah, as we're walking in, she told me to shush, like be quiet. I'm like, what do I gotta be quiet for? She opens the door. The TV's on blast in the living room, and it's like a long hallway. I heard TV on blast. We go in her room because it's right next to like the back door of where we just came from. And I asked her, I'm like, why is the TV on blast? And she's like, oh, my grandma's friend is in there. She told me that there was nobody like at the house. I was stressing, panicking. She was like, oh, it's fine, she's asleep. I'm like, all right, it's fine. 20 minutes of us just talking, chilling on our phones and stuff. She says, hold on, I'm gonna be right back. And I'm like, okay. I'm scared, I'm nervous in this room, like by myself. Like she taking dumb long. I'm like, when is my dad gonna call me? Like, what is happening? And she comes back and she closes the door behind her. And she was like, nothing, I was just checking something. I'm like, okay. I didn't think much of it. 5 more minutes go by and I hear her grandma's friend yell like her name or something. It was like in Spanish, so I couldn't really tell. But like I said, I'm not name dropping. He yelled her name and she was like, oh, I'm coming. And I heard like footsteps coming to the door. So I got scared. Like, yo, my heart was like boom, boom, boom. Like, so my first instinct was to hide in the closet. I was there for a minute just listening to them talk, but I couldn't understand it because I don't know Spanish. They were just talking in Spanish. So after I come out the closet and she's like, oh, don't worry, you're good, you're good. So once again, we're just chilling again, you know, talking. I hear footsteps again. I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, get up, get up. And I hear the knocking at the door. And I was like, yo, my heart dropped to my ass. And so I was panicking. Like I got up and for some reason this girl decided to go to the door, answer it like right there. And then at first she had it like cracked. I didn't have time to go because how do I explain it? The door was in a way where like if the door was peeked open, like you could see me trying to get into the closet, but I didn't go in the closet. I hid behind the door so she couldn't see me. For some reason, she decided to open the door. The girl opened the door more as I'm trying to move behind the door. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? The grandma's friend sees my hoodie and she pushes that door open. Like, she like, boom. She started like yelling at me in Spanish. I don't understand. I'm just standing there like. The girl moves outside the door just looking at me like get yelled at by her grandma's friend. I'm just standing there like I don't know what to do. She's speaking Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. My first instinct was to do was look at this lady dead in her face and say, amiga, amiga, like friend. And she was like, no, 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 I know stupid. I'm like, oh. She like left the room screaming. She was like, she said something about police. I don't know, like correct me if I'm wrong, but she said like police, police. I was like, yo, like I'm about to go. I pick up my bag and the old lady's like yelling at me and she like walks me to the front door. I'm trying to go through the back, but she's like, no, go through the front. Bro, she called Shorty's mom. I'm walking down the street and I'm calling my mans telling him what happened. As that happened, I hear sirens like coming down the street, bro. It sounded like that they were flying down the street. And so that made me like scared. And for some reason, I decided to hide behind a dumpster. The girl calls me. She's like, oh, my mom said it's fine if you stay. I'm like, no, no, I'm going home. Like, I've been through too much today, too much pain for all that. I had went home and I blocked the girl and I haven't heard from her since. But that's the story time. If you guys like the video, subscribe, you know. But like I said, there will be more story times, like video games, stuff like this, whatever you guys recommend. But yeah, this is my first video, so peace.